Hey, gang, welcome to the 2022 Michigan Grower Trials Screencast. I found this to be a neat and fun way to get some information out there and show you a few more varieties that we saw. It's just too many pictures to put all in one email, so this seems to be a good way to get some additional information out. So I'll just try to be quick and just hit the highlights and just go over some top picks. There was a ton more plants that we saw. I'm just trying to keep this short. As always, we can discuss these things in detail when we get together. It was a great week for pictures, so I hope you see something of interest. This first plant, we were at the Raker trials. This is Hula Series, and we're looking at Hula Pink, and this next one's Hula Red. There's actually 4 other colors in this series, but I think these are the 2 to go with. Kind of a small flowered begonia. It has a kind of a trailing habit. These look fantastic. They were probably 2 of the most talked about plants at the whole trial. They're going to be great for baskets with that habit and containers. Definitely ones to look at. These are from Pan Am, so they're going to be seed variety. You can use them in packs, but I definitely would recommend going more baskets and containers with them. Next one we saw, these aren't new, but they just look great, so I wanted to include them. This is Begonia Funky Series, and here you're looking at Funky Orange. This is a Bullivensis type, so again, kind of a trailing habit, double flowered Bullivensis begonia, great for hanging baskets and containers, as you can see. So that's Funky Orange and Funky Pink, just look great. And there you can see Funky Red as well. And then kind of a sister series. These are the Groovies. So these are single types. So Groovy Yellow, Mellow Yellow, and Groovy Rose. So those will be the singles. So again, Bullivensis begonias from Benari. These are seed grown begonias. Cool new petunia here. This is from Danziger. This is Splash Dance Violet Rogue. And as you can see, it just has these wild flowers. Kind of plays on that night sky look, but has a lot more white in it, as you can see. So pretty cool petunia there. Splash Dance Violet Rogue. Definitely caught my attention. This was new last year from Suntory. This is Bracteantha Grand Via Gold. I love this plant. It just has tons of flowers. This is basically a straw flower on steroids. It's huge. There's 2 other colors now being introduced in the series, a pink and a bronze, but they don't seem to have the vigor of Grand Via Gold from what I've seen so far. So if you haven't tried this one, I think it's worth giving a try. Bracteantha Grand Via Gold. A couple Angelonias. These are the new series from Westhoff that's been getting some attention. This was kind of a standout in this series of Serafina. This is Serafina Rose from Westhoff. Nice compact habit, tons of flowers. It really stood out, very bright. Nice new Angelonia series. New Zinnia series. This is from Syngenta. These are the Zydeco's. So we got to think of these as a bigger, 25% larger flower than like a Profusion or a Zahara. So kind of that landscape type zinnia for bedding, but just bigger, bolder, bigger flowers. Nice habit. These look great. This is Zydeco Cherry. And then you can see the yellow and fire. And there's also a white one you can kind of see there on the left. So 4 colors in the series, the Zydeco's. If you're looking for something a little bigger, a little more robust than the double for Profusions, I'd look towards these Zydeco's. Very nice plants. Here's some petunias. So I really got to put this out there. I know we all have headaches with the proven winners thing and the pots, and it drives us all crazy. But Raker did a genus trial of all the major breeders' petunias and lined them all out. And it was hands down the Super Petunias look better than all. Here you can see the Persimmon. That's a new variety kind of in the middle left there. Very nice. And then in the Mini Vistas, their proven winner is going to have 3 new colors come out. Mini Vista Yellow, which you can see here. You see it got a flag, is getting attention. Nice habit. It's a good grower. Mini Vista Yellow. And then my favorite is Mini Vista Midnight. This is a very nice grower. You can see here it's performing well. It's got that dark flower on it. And then the quick talk here. So these are pet koas. The ones I like are the Super Cal Premiums. Nicer habit, bigger flower. They're kind of roundy moundy. The thing to know about petcoas is they are rain resistant. So it can pour down rain for days on these and the flowers just hold up, where other petunias will completely melt out. So that's something to pay attention to if you're a retailer and you're displaying your petunias outside. Rains Friday night, Saturday morning, you come in, nobody's going to buy petunias with melted flowers on them. These are self cleaning. They just look fantastic everywhere I go. So if you haven't tried them, try some petcoas. This is Premium Yellow Sun. I think it's one of the better yellows on the market for sure. Sunset Orange, Cinnamon, and then this is Bordeaux. Very nice color, kind of a red Merlot look. Very nice. So check those out. Petcoas, those are from Sakata. And then last at the Raker Trials that caught our attention, these are the new Sun Beckias from Bull Genetics. There's about a half a dozen colors in the series. They just look fantastic. They had a lot of different Rudbeckia hirta types at the trials, and these stood out for sure. Couple colors that just caught my attention. This pure yellow Laura was very nice, and then this is Sarah. She also looked great. They all have girls' names, so these are the girls. The Sun Beckia series. We'll have to keep an eye out and look for those for your summer and fall production schedules. And here you can just see how big and nice the Raker trial is. They really do a great job up there. If you haven't been up there, it's totally worth a drive to take a look and walk the trials there. Here we are at Mass, and just a pick of the trials overall. Mass does a complete catalog grow out of every variety they offer. So you can walk these beds and see all the Coleus side by side, all the Angelonia side by side. Their complete catalog. It's awesome and just a fantastic trial. They do a beautiful job up there. So let's just hit a couple highlights. This is Helianthus Soul Seeker Yellow. This is just one of the sunflower types. So we all know Sunfinity. If you've had some trouble with Sunfinity going straight up and hard to maintain and you have to PGR it, this one's going to do a little better job for you. A little easier, a little more grower friendly, a little more compact, a little better branching. Still a big, vigorous plant, but one to take a look at. Helianthus Soul Seeker Yellow. That's a Danziger variety there. Very nice. Definitely one of my favorites. It was a favorite last year. I got to grow it. Petunia Glamouflage Pink Lemonade. A variegated petunia. Doesn't burn in the sun. Has stable foliage. Just looks fantastic. You can see it from 20 feet away. Your eyes go right to it. It's very bright with that white edged foliage. Take a look at that one. That's from Kienzler, I believe. So we can pick that up as rooted liners or URCs. Another, and you heard Brian talk about this one. This is Echinacea Panama Red. Nice Echinacea. Kind of dark stems, dark reddish orange flowers, compact, well branching. But what's so neat about this echinacea is this is the first echinacea from unrooted cutting. It's not from TC, it's not from seed, it's actually from URC. Brian says they root well and they did great with them. So take a look at this one, Echinacea Panama Red. That's another Danziger variety. Verbena Lascar Orange. This was one of my favorite picks in the email. This is from Selecta. The Lascar series of Verbena are great. They're known for being powdery mildew resistant. From what I know, this is the first and only orange Verbena on the market. So beautiful color, really stood out. Verbena Lascar Orange Lava. Craspedia Golf Beauty. This is a novelty plant. It's been around for years. Another one from Danziger. Just a cool novelty variety to take a look at if you haven't grown it. Craspedia Golf Beauty. And then a couple begonias here. This is new. This is Begonia Dragon Wing White. So got that kind of trailing, falling habit. It looked pretty nice, but it was sitting right next to Begonia Big White with green leaf. So I kind of, I'm going to go with this one if it's up to me, but I'll let you guys make your own decision. I know Dragon Wings kind of have their own following. So take a look at those. And then a few new perennials because we stopped at Walters. This is Phlox Luminary Sunset Coral. This is new for 22-23. The camera really didn't pick up the brightness of the flower, but these look great. Take a look at those new ones in the Luminary. Collection of phlox, powdery mildew resistant, just look fantastic. This plant's intrigued me for a long time. I don't see it at a lot of growers. This is Dicentra Pink Diamonds. This is an alpine type of Dicentra, and it's totally different than what we think of Dicentra. We think of Dicentra as being spring plant, spring blooming. This is actually a full sun plant that will bloom most of the summer. Here you can see this is the end of July, and they're in full bloom. They can take it a little dry, being an alpine type. So we can plant 72s in the fall on these and overwinter and bulk them for spring sales, or Walters will have a 20 count for spring sales. Love this plant, Dicentra Pink Diamonds. And then, of course, Astilbe Dark Side of the Moon. What a nice new Astilbe introduction. Dark foliage, can take full sun. It's going to have a nice pink flower. It kind of reminds me, the flower reminds me of purple candles, if you know that flower type and color. Um, Super vigorous. These plants grow. They're not going to stall in the pot. These will grow. Great new introduction there. Astilbe Dark Side of the Moon. And then Sedum Back in Black. If you haven't tried this one, this is a pretty good Sedum. We kind of remember the old Purple Emperor, I believe it was called. One of the other purple upright sedums we had on the market. It melted out in the summer on us and kind of went off the market. This one holds up very well. Doesn't seem to melt out in the summer. So definitely one to look at there. And then a Stilby, or Heuchera, excuse me, Frosted Berry. This is a sport of wild berry. Big 5 to 6 inch silver leaves. Kind of has a metallic sheen to it. Definitely one of the more frosted ones I have seen. Definitely stands out. So another one to look for, Frosted Berry. And then maybe my favorite new intro from Walter's Gardens. This is Allium Bubble Bath. It is huge. It is twice or three times the size of Allium Millennium. The flowers themselves are, gosh, 2 or 3 inches. Everybody there was talking about it. We all loved it. Look for this one. They're going to offer it in bare root in the spring. Allium Bubble Bath. So that was it. That was just a couple top picks for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.